Sarah accidentally injected 100 grams of morphine into the rich man's body. Panicking, she quickly called an ambulance, but the man cut the phone line right away. He couldn't let Sarah go to jail for this. So, he came up with a perfect plan to clear her name. First, he told Sarah to make sure someone saw her leaving the house. Then, she would secretly come back, put on the rich man's clothes, and pretend to be him. That way, people would believe he was still alive at that time. After that, she would leave the house again, using the same route. After explaining the plan, he pushed Sarah out the door. But Sarah couldn't bear to leave him to die. When she pushed the door open again, she saw him taking his own life with a knife. With no other choice, Sarah had to follow his plan. Unfortunately, she mixed up the instructions. Not only did she fail to avoid the security cameras, but she was also caught on video, driving into a small side road. On her way back, someone even spotted her.
Grandson, are you back again already?
Luckily, the elderly lady mistook her for someone else because of her poor eyesight. The next day, the butler discovered the rich man's body. The police's initial investigation concluded it was a suicide. However, a detective soon received an anonymous letter asking him to investigate the truth behind the case. As usual, soon, it was Sarah's turn to be questioned. The problem was, whenever Sarah lied, she would uncontrollably vomit. The rich man had already thought of this, so he told her to tell just part of the truth. That way, she wouldn't arouse suspicion. Sure enough, after Sarah explained her version of events, the detective let her go. But soon, he came back and asked Sarah to assist him in the investigation. Helpless, she had to agree. It wasn't long before Sarah realized she had left many loopholes. Fortunately, she had managed to cover up most of the evidence for the time being. But then, the rich man's will made her nervous again. He had left all his assets to his caregiver. Naturally, suspicion quickly fell on Sarah. Just in time, the rich man's eldest grandson, Jack, showed up and helped her escape. Jack forced her to tell him the truth about what happened that day. Sarah confessed that she had accidentally used the wrong medication. Surprisingly, Jack didn't turn her in. He actually hated his family. So he offered to help her cover up the accident in exchange for a share of the inheritance. Sarah agreed without hesitation, but as soon as she got home, she received a threatening letter. The letter contained key evidence proving she had accidentally killed the old man. Sarah immediately showed the letter to Jack. But Jack noticed something strange about the letter. There were no demands in the letter at all. Still, he decided to take Sarah to a blood test center to deal with it. When they arrived, they found the place had already been burned down. Following Jack's advice, Sarah checked the mailbox. Sure enough, there was another letter from the mysterious sender. This time, the sender asked to meet. She rushed to the meeting spot. There, she found her medical bag along with the mysterious person. As she got closer, she realized it was the butler who was already dead. Even worse, the blood test report she had been searching for was gone. Sarah noticed that someone had injected morphine into the butler. This time, she immediately chose to save him and called the police. Soon, the detective also uncovered the truth about the rich man's suicide. They returned to the mansion, ready to explain everything to the family. But at that moment, Sarah suddenly remembered the butler had mentioned a hiding place. Sure enough, she found the missing report there. Just as she handed the report to the detective and prepared to confess everything, the detective told her the real killer was Jack.